Maggie.
Thought you'd be smiling walking up.
Yeah, definitely better than the other day, for sure.
It's a different mood. When you look at this game, you guys were down by double digits early in the second quarter, and things started to change those last 3 minutes, and then it looked like the second half just something sparked. What was the difference? What did you tell the guys even at halftime?
Yeah, I think we were pretty calm and collected at halftime. We took a punch from them on the road. We didn't flinch, which was good. Being able to reel it in a little bit in a respectable way before half. Momentum plays, which were great. You know, Ed's finish at the rim to send us into halftime just made us feel good about ourselves. Then we just talked about a few adjustments we had to make in the second half, and that third quarter was pretty impressive on both ends of the floor.
When you look at, go ahead, Brian.
Go ahead.
No, go, you got it.
You've talked a lot about how your defense is going to have to spark your offense. You know, get in transition, get early action, and so forth. Was this third quarter, and to a lesser extent, even the last couple of minutes of the first half, a perfect example of that?
Without a doubt, Brian. It was a prime example of just who we have to be. So we keep telling on ourselves a little bit of the ability that we have to do it. It's just been the consistent approach of doing it quarter after quarter. So this is without a doubt our capabilities to be able to turn defense into offense. And you got a chance to see us get out in transition, make threes, which was impressive. And so we have enough shooting to space the floor, the determination to get the 50-50 balls, to come back and rebound the basketball tonight was impressive from a lot of guys. So it can be done.
You mentioned about how this group was calm at halftime. With so much going into this game about playoff implications, what just impressed you the most about how your group was able to stay resilient and resolved?
I think I always look at the huddles and the communication in the huddles and what that looks like. Like the talk in the huddles, and we talked about it before the game, is let's have our huddles even tighter tonight and stay together even more tonight because we're on the road. So it was a prime example of guys pulling for each other, whether it was pulling for dough to hit some threes to get some offensive rebounds, whether it was the matchup of Bam and Nick, and then us coming back to rebound. So to have the board effort that we did tonight from a lot of guys, impressive, because that just helps us balance out shot discrepancy. But this group was extremely poised. I mean, you talk about what you learned from previous games. We were more poised tonight, and we took a punch, like I said, and we responded.
Jacque, you guys were, down like 14. And can you talk about just the end of, you talked about the third period, which was unbelievable, but the end of the second quarter, you hit some threes, and then, does that just build the confidence right there when you can do that?
It does. You know, at the end of the day, these dudes are human, and they want to see the ball go through the hoop for their teammates and for themselves, and sometimes that gives you a little shot of energy. Just look at the sequence of Doe and how that provided just an extreme spark for the group. Then we just, defended our tails off on the other end, which was fun to see. When we're flying around, covering for each other, Nick's at the rim, scrambling for rebounds, and we're often running in transition. That's when it looks fun, and it is fun for our guys.
It was good to see Cam Johnson get going. He's got things going early there in the first quarter. He had that stop, knocked down 2 3-pointers. For him to find his flow, how good is it to see him find that rhythm with this group?
It just makes us more lethal because, they're already focused on Nick rolling to the rim. They're already focused on, what is Mikal and Spencer going to do on each possession. And we were able to capitalize and get CJ open. He was knocking down shots for us. I think he felt good about himself tonight, and just another weapon for us where then the next thing you know, Joe's coming in and shooting the basketball. So if we can continue to cover for each other and provide some shooting at all facets of the game and all times of the game, we'll be in good shape.
Coach, you guys are one win away from Miami in the race to get out of the play-in tournament. Is this something you guys had in mind before the game, and how big is this win for you guys as you look to get out of the play-in tournament and secure a spot in the playoffs?
Really, we were just dying for a win. We wanted our guys to feel good about themselves. It was an emotional loss for us versus Cleveland, and I think this win even speaks more volumes because of that. We talked about emotionally and physically being able to respond and reload and do it again. And for us to do it on the road, I didn't mention anything about the standings. For us, it was today's game, which was the most important game. Now we got to do it again tomorrow night.